Peace, this is the Queen Azizah Nubia, and thank you for tuning into my channel. Now, before we get deep into today's topic, I want you to hit that like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you can be notified the next time I go live. But today, we're going to be talking about crystals, how you charge your crystals, how you clear your crystals, and how you can utilize crystals in your everyday life. So, let's get ready for the information.
When God created women, he should have supplied a set of instructions.
It was all a dream. It was all a dream. Hanging pictures on my wall.
So people ask me all the time, Azizah, what do I do with my crystals once I get my crystals? And I realized I never did a video on crystals. So lucky you, I'm about to do a video on crystals. I have a few crystals with me. These are crystals you can buy in the Natural Woman shop. I have my amethyst cluster, a rose quartz, moonstone, quartz crystals, black tourmaline. I also have some other items in the web store. So I'm going to do a few things, okay? First thing is what to do when you get a crystal. The first thing you get a crystal, okay? So we're going to use this black tourmaline as an example. When you get your crystals and you bring your crystals home, the first thing I want you to do is sage the crystals. Now this is my blue sage smudge, which is also available in the Natural Woman web store. I'm going to light this up. You can sage your crystals off, clear the energy off with either sage, any kind of sage, Palo Santos, or Florida water. Okay, now what the sage does is just clear off the energy because you want to be able to charge your crystals with your energy. Because they've probably been sitting in the shop. People probably have picked it up, touched it. So you want to make sure you sage your crystal. Now, as you're saging your crystal, I want you to be very clear on the intention of the crystal. So hopefully the crystal that you receive, you do have the meaning of it. You know what it stands for. You know what it's powered to do. You understand the frequency of it. So while you're saging it off, you want to be putting intentions into the crystal and connecting with the crystal, okay? Now, after you sage the crystal off, I want you just to hold it in your hand. I want you to just get it into your energy. I want you to be still. I want you to feel the energy of the crystal because you can feel the energy of your crystal, the vibration of it. Sometimes if you hold a crystal, your hands will shake. As a matter of fact, if you do this, hold your thumb in between your hands and just twist like that, because your thumb is a crystal as well, you'll feel the energy of your crystal in your hand moving. You'll feel it radiating through your body, okay? Now, understand that stones and crystals, they carry specific vibrations. For example, this rose quartz crystal is a crystal of love, of self-love, of healing. It's great for the heart chakra. This crystal brings the vibration of love. So the power that this crystal has is, if I bring it into the space, it amplifies this energy. It raises the frequency. That's why crystals are so important, because they help raise the frequency to whatever frequency they're charged to. For example, moonstone. Moonstone is all about helping with emotional healing. It's really strong with the moon and things dealing with femininity and womanhood. It helps with menstrual cycles. It helps with periods. I love this crystal. I love working on it. And so a lot of times when people say, well, how do you work with crystals? You work with the crystals by meditating with the crystal, by placing the crystal on your chakras. You can place some crystals in water and drink crystal water. There's so many amazing things that you can do with crystals. You can utilize crystals to charge spells. You can create crystal pyramid or crystal grids. Crystal grids are when you get into ritual work where you set up a crystal in geometry set patterns to enhance a specific spell or ritual. You can utilize crystals in so many ways. You can add crystals near your bed, under your pillow. If you have children who have scary dreams, there are crystals that help them absorb the dream. I have used crystal to heal people in the hospital. I remember my grandmother, she had a stroke, and we put crystals along her bed in the hospital, and she was able to start moving her body. So crystals are very, very, very powerful. It's always good for you to clear your crystals out. I clean and clear my crystals with sage, probably every new moon and full moon cycle. I take the time to sage them. If I use crystals for other people, I keep those separate from my personal crystal use. I make sure I sage my crystals every time I use them. You can also charge your crystals with sunlight and moonlight. So you simply just get a bowl or get something and make sure your crystals are getting some good sunlight, which is great for them. They love sunlight. And then you can put crystals in the moonlight. They love the moonlight as well. Now, there are some crystals that you cannot put in water because they will disintegrate. For example, pyrite. You cannot put pyrite in water. It will not work. So don't even think about it. I do encourage everybody, if you have a love or interest in crystals, to start working with one crystal. My first crystal to always tell people, like the first 3 crystals I always tell people to work with are these 4 specifically. The main 4 crystals I tell people to start working with when they start working with crystals are a clear quartz. A clear quartz is a general crystal that everybody should always have. Clear quartz amplify the energy around it. So a clear quartz added to this will amplify the energy that all these crystals have. It's really powerful. And it's a general crystal, so it can really be used for any type of purpose, all purpose. So if you don't have a specific ritual, if you do not have a specific crystal for a ritual, you can always add a quartz. Black tourmaline is a great grounding stone. I tell people when you want to get into crystals, make sure you got good grounding stones to help keep you grounded, to help protect you from negative energy, and to help absorb negative energy. Black tourmaline is great for this. Black tourmaline is also great for radiation. So everybody who's concerned about the 5G and the 5G radiation, get you some black stones, black obsidian, get some black tourmaline, get some shungite. These black stones are really, really powerful. Rose quartz, again, is great for the heart. It's great for healing the heart. It's great for healing grief. It's really great if you have heart disease issues. Rose quartz helps heal that. Now, amethyst is a great spiritual stone. Amethyst is more correlates with the higher spiritual self. It can help enhance your intuition. It can help bring on clarity and more focus. A little trade known secret is that amethyst crystals can also help you in hangovers if you have hangovers. But overall, crystals just hold a specific vibration, and they're really powerful to use and work with. But at the end of the day, understand that the crystals do not have power until you give them the power, because you have the power. There are all kinds of crystals. There are crystals for money. You can use citrine. There are crystals for babies. There's crystals you can use while you're pregnant. Crystals have so many amazing purposes. Now, some people ask, where do I wear my crystals? You can wear your crystals in necklaces. You can wear them in bracelets. You can wear them as jewelry. You can just keep them in your pocket. Sometimes I put a crystal in my bra if I ain't got no way to hold it. Sometimes put it in your purse. Crystals can be used everywhere, okay? Now, you do have to be careful to make sure that you don't have too many crystals on you, because that can bog your energy down sometimes, okay? Another good crystal tip is when your crystals get too hot and too warm, that's an indicator that your crystal needs to be cleared out. You need to sage it down real quick, okay? Because crystals absorb energy. Your crystals have a mind of their own. Your crystals have an energy of their own. You can communicate with your crystals. All my crystals have an energy, a mind of their own. I can feel their energy. They communicate with me in their amazing, mysterious ways that they do. Some crystals let me know when I need to work with them. Some of them will, leave my vicinity when it's time for them to be up. I always tell people, once you have a crystal, that crystal will always find its way back to you 9 times out of 10. And it will present itself at the right amazing time. So for everyone wanting to have more control over their energy, to help increase their vibration, who want to add more power to their rituals, to your spells, who want to enhance your own abilities and bring out more of your spiritual gifts and your spiritual abilities, or just crystals to enhance a situation, get you some crystals. Crystals are great. They're great tools that communicate with you. I believe everybody should have some. Crystals can also be used as house decorations as well. They have amazing, amazing benefits. Crystals are pretty much used on anything. Every electronic device that you use is used out of crystals. Crystals are gifts from Earth. A lot of these crystals are found in caves and they're chiseled down. So crystals are very, very powerful. Some people feel that since they do not have any monetary value, that they're just plain rocks, but that's not the truth. Crystals are amazing, amazing spiritual and magical tools that can help enhance your life in many, many ways. So I always tell people, get you a crystal. Get you a crystal. And if you're interested in learning more about crystals and healing, make sure you check out my crystal healing workshop that will take place in July 1st. So make sure you register for the crystal healing workshop. In the crystal healing workshop, you will get your own set of crystals. You'll get my crystal guide workbook, and then you'll be a part of my 3-hour crystal healing workshop. Okay, and this workshop is intensive, but after you complete the workshop, you will be a first level crystal healing practitioner. So make sure you subscribe to that if you're interested. And I hope this video helped you a lot. Please, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel, and make sure that you like and subscribe, and make sure you download that Natural Woman magazine app, as well as check out the Natural Woman shop. But until next time, y'all, peace.